The people of Gaza are struggling. You and I know it's the worst that humanity has ever witnessed. You know that, I know that. The people are struggling. If you are to reach out to them now at a moment when you are struggling yourself, but you know they are in a worse position than yours, so you're going to try your best. Allah's watching it and says, this person is giving when they can't really give. Right? We will multiply their reward. The hadith says the best charity is that which you've given at a time when you are doubting yourself, whether you are able or not. Right? I've got 50 quid, for example. I need to get back home. I've got this and this. It's hard for me to take out 1 quid. But here I am, because there's a cause bigger than what I am going through right now. I'm going to take that quid and say, you know what? Take that, it's fine. Allah watched it. The angels are recording it. You got a reward multiplied. I remember a case where a marriage was broken because a person fathered a child outside of marriage. And he came to me and said, will Allah forgive me? I said, Allah will forgive you. He probably has already forgiven you if you sought forgiveness. But human beings won't. So you will have to suffer the consequences on earth. But the most beautiful thing that brings hope in my mind and my heart is that Allah has a scale. Now you know why? Because it means if I've done bad, what I need to do is a lot of good so that it outweighs the bad. That's why the Quran says, in fact the hadith says, أتبع السيئة الحسنة تمحوها. Beautiful hadith. Follow up your sin with a good deed so that it wipes it out. Do you follow it? So that means it's the scale we're talking about. I'm going to do so much of good that it eclipses the bad. I want you to apply the same in your relationships, in your circles, to say, if this person is an amazing person, they made 2 blunders. It's okay. Like I said, like Allah has shirk beyond which He says, you know what, this is now a red line. That shirk is a red line. Similarly, in our relationships, we also have the right to have certain uncompromisables. Red line, I don't care what, I don't want this anymore. Done. I'm a human. I can't continue in this relationship. May Allah Almighty make it easy for all of us.
The best and greatest description of this wonderful place is the city of the Prophet, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The calmness of the city is something that you have to experience. You can't really describe. Everyone has their own unique experience. That's the beauty of Medina, is that when we enter the city and we interact with the city, what our own spiritual circumstances are actually dealt with and healed in a way that is unique to every single person. So a person who's struggling to practice, for example, and we're human, we all have our struggles, struggling to practice, their interaction with the city will have its own remedying impact with them. And a person who may be very practicing, they will have an interaction that will be remedying to them, because a lot of the times, while we become people who are practicing more and more, as human beings, we tend to be lacking in certain things that we take for granted.